Just had to make sure my shit's recording. Um, so yeah, we're gonna do something a little new, do something a little fun. I feel like I don't think I've ever had like, you know, any content where I'm just like shooting the shit, just talking off the cuff. So just wanted to do that while I'm playing some games. So two forms of entertainment at once. Let's see if we could do this, and I don't make a complete mockery of the industry. I'm playing Super Mario World for Super Nintendo. This is one of my favorite games of all time. I'm gonna like train my kids to play this, and like if they don't do good, then like I don't know, like Judgment Day will come or some shit. I don't know, but yeah, one of my favorite games. But yeah. So just wanted to talk to you guys and see what you guys like as far as these Marvel Disney Plus shows that are coming out. So I just finished Black Widow. Thought that shit was fire. I'm gonna talk about mainly Black Widow and Loki. Which one I like more, which you probably already know because I just told you, and which one that I do not like. And I get it, there's hype around it, it's new, and both of them, we haven't gotten too much Marvel outside of WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. Damn! Soldier, oh my god, I can't even talk. Falcon and Winter Soldier. But yeah, I mean, I'll start off with Black Widow. Shit was fire. I only have like one minor grievance is that some of the scenes like were edited funny. So it was just like they just edited and cut some stuff out in between. I don't know. But all in all of that movie was fire. I mean, I won't even get into the fight scenes. Just talk about the freaking acting. Hold on. There we go. Let's talk about the acting. I mean, the accents that the main characters were using. I think the guy who plays Red Guardian, he's also Hopper from Stranger Things. I think he's American, maybe Australian, but he was doing this Eastern European accent that I'm from New York again. So I see and hear. I hear a lot of accents, and that sounded like somebody that like I'd be speaking to in like Manhattan or something. Obviously because they're speaking English. Don't say, oh, you need to be in that country. We're in Eastern Europe, so how do you know what their accents sound like? I mean, they were speaking English and they had accents, so they weren't speaking a different language. But anyway, but yeah, that was fire. Black Widow's sister was hilarious, and also we didn't think I was gonna see anybody that was just as skilled as Black Widow, other than Clint. She was putting in work. She was actually doing first of all, there's a lot of blood in this movie. A lot of blood compared to all the other Marvel movies that's out. And especially for, Disney Plus, like there was an insane amount of blood. I was pretty shocked. I wasn't shocked in a bad way. I was shocked like, oh, like we're getting into this. But yeah, she had the moves. I won't give like too much details away. Also, I love comics and comic book characters, but do not come here looking for, legitimate, evidence. This is just like everything that I talk about is just off of pure excitement and speculation and maybe some lies sprinkled in between there. But it's no lie that Black Widow was definitely fire. The storyline was pretty decent. I mean, the storyline was about as good as you can get for a Black Widow storyline. It made you care. It made me care. So I like that. I like that in the beginning it was very grounded. So one of the things, like when you have Thor and Iron Man flying through space and Doctor Strange doing all the shit he does, like it could kind of get like to a point where it just seems like bigger than life or bigger than humans. I know he talked about that. Jacko talked about that, like when you have someone who's lived for millennia compared to somebody who's lived 90 years old, it's just a totally different ball game. But the fact that Black Widow is probably the most humanistic Avenger. You know, her and Clint. And just seeing the stuff that she was doing, like the fight scenes, the stunts, all of that shit was pretty cool. At the end, obviously, it got like super heroic, where I was like, nah, no way. But again, it's a Marvel movie, it's fantasy, so you know, I'm rolling with, you know, the skydiving and all that shit. And it was still fire. Hey, let's get that one up, baby. Yeah, it was still fire. The ending was dope. You know, there was just like a lot of stuff that I wasn't expecting to see in this movie. I think because it was supposed to come out so long ago, that I had like no expectations. I don't want to say low expectations, because I'm not doing that for a Marvel movie, especially, you know, of them blessing us with 10 years of greatness. But yeah, there was just like a lot of shit that I was not expecting, you know, to be in the movie, especially, you know, the blood, especially the theme, you know, because of this last year in COVID, everything has been heightened with, you know, QAnon and children being kidnapped. Trust me, that shit that I worry about. I got a 1-year-old, I got another baby on the way, so all that stuff, you know, I do worry about, but they kind of like touch on that, in a very not in your face way, which is pretty good. But yeah, we kind of find out a little bit of Black Widow's storyline, but it was fire. I liked it. I definitely liked it. I don't think it was like we shouldn't have waited this long to do it, but especially I just paid $30 for it on Disney Plus. I mean, I would have spent a little bit more if I went to the movies, but maybe not. I mean, my wife doesn't really like movies, so I would have went by myself and probably spent like $25, but I spent $30. But I got to see it off of my couch, with my food and all that stuff, so that was pretty good. But let's get into Loki. You know, I don't see what everybody likes about Loki. Keeping it a bean. I think Loki is. I love the first episode only because it was the first episode. It was something, you know, again, new. I love Loki, the character in the MCU. Wasn't really a fan of him in the comic books. I always thought that he dressed so corny, compared to how, you know, Fire Thor looked, and Odin looked. I thought Loki just looked like, you know, a clown, pretty much. I never took him seriously. So what was I saying? I don't even remember. Oh yeah, so yeah, I liked the first episode. I mean, the main thing for me was like the aesthetic in the first episode. Like, I liked that 70s like low technology or low technology type of vibe they were going for, with the carpet and designs and everything. I thought all of that was cool. But then as we started to go along, like, I know, Loki's a variant, and variants mess up the timeline. You know, we know the TVA doesn't like variants and things like that. But it just like, it was almost like it was the same thing over and over and over again. I like female Loki. I care about her a little bit more now that I've seen like episodes 4 and 5. But as far as just like everything that is happening to Loki, it's like, it doesn't seem that serious. Like, the TVA is supposed to be like this all-powerful organization that controls time, and it just seems like it doesn't seem like that serious. Like, if you ever been to like the DMV or like your local government building, you feel a little bit more authority than I felt in that TVA headquarters. Obviously we know, I forget the name of like the 3 people who watch over the timeline or create the BS rules that they were talking about, the timekeepers or whatever they're called. But you know, they hit us with the okie doke on that. I can't stand, and that's one thing that I couldn't stand about Iron Man 2 or no, Iron Man 3. 2 was with Whiplash, I think. And that's one thing I couldn't stand about it. I was like, yo, why are you hitting us with the okie doke with the Mandarin? Like, it doesn't make the main villain, you know, any better. It's like we all expected the Mandarin, and then we found out it was a fake Mandarin. Fake Mandarin with no powers, and then they gave us, I can't even remember the main villain in Iron Man 2. 3. That's how annoying it was to me. But anyway, so yeah, like, who's the villain? Like, what are you guys doing? Like, the villain's still a mystery, and it's the last episode. Like, we're supposed to like fear the villain throughout the whole entire show. We're supposed to loathe them. Like, we're supposed to not like the villain. Please don't get crushed. All right, cool. But yeah, it's like, all right. So female Loki's not the villain. Loki's not the villain. The fake, what's it called? Let's go. You gotta be kidding me. Oh, I'm gonna die. What was I saying? Yeah, female Loki. And, you know, even if, like, let's say, even if we're still here with, I don't know why I went back to the castle. I literally have no mushrooms, no nothing. But even with the female Loki, like, or even if there wasn't a villain, like, one of the things that I love about WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier is that they had a little bit more to them when it came to the storyline. You know, we got to see what happened with Wanda and how she dealt with the trauma of losing her husband Vision. We got to see, oh my god, why am I so ass right now? There we go. God damn. We got to see in Falcon and Winter Soldier, both of them go through situations internally and obviously externally. Like, you're dealing with the villain. Like, we know who the villain was for the entire show. There was two antagonists. There was U.S. agent, that bum-ass nigga, and that main terrorist group with the chick with the freckles. But we got to see Falcon deal with, you know, is America ready for a black Captain America? And in the beginning, it was like, nah. Even though Steve Rogers gave him the shield and was like, nah, you're next, my dude. And he still gave it away, which is crazy, but he did that. And then Bucky dealing with not only losing his best friend, but being like 130 years old, and also dealing with his trauma. And we saw him going through therapy on, you know, killing those innocent people when he was under mind control. Like, you know, insane stuff. I'm just like all over the place right now. I was gonna go back and get more lives, but then I was like, oh, I got 17, I'm good to go. All right, fuck it. So yeah, we got to see like all different types of battles that these characters are going in. You know, they're fighting a main villain, and they're fighting stuff internally with them, with you know, their own situations. I mean, Sam and his family was about to lose their boat. Give me that. They were about to lose their boat. Sam's dealing with you know, U.S. agent and this Captain America issue. Is he worthy to be Captain America? Is America ready for a black Captain America? Like, all kind of shit. And dealing with you know, that terrorist group, and, you know, working on the dynamic between him and Bucky. Like, I literally got no, oh my god, I am ass. Let's get this. What was I saying? By the way, I fucking love this game. Oh my god. It took me a minute to figure out how to fly with Mario's cape. But yeah, we got to see so much stuff. So as far as Loki, like, Loki is very flashy. It's very CGI heavy. What else? It's very CGI heavy. Aesthetic, like I said, I love the aesthetic. I love the 80s look, but, you know, that's not gonna hold over a show. And then there's just like there's no villain. Like, where are you leading me? And that was one of the issues that people had with WandaVision in the beginning. It was like, all right, we understand that you have like the old sitcom like theme, but like, where are you leading me? But it didn't take until the last 2 episodes or the last episode for it to kind of formulate pieces to the puzzle.
Damn.
Oh my god. Formulate pieces to the puzzle. So, we got to see what this dude was going to do with Vision. We got to see Monica Rambeau, which was fire. I can't wait to see her again. And then we got to see glimpses like, Wanda is like projecting this world. But she may not be doing it, consciously. She's doing it subconsciously. And then we got to see Agatha in the background pulling some strings. Like, it was fire. I really, really liked it. But like, we're on the last episode of Loki, and episode 5 was it was okay, but like, they just Easter egged you to death. They showed a couple of Lokis, but like, that battle wasn't even all that. I don't know what our Loki, and I'm gonna refer to the main MCU Loki as our Loki. I don't know what he's doing. It's like all of a sudden he got no powers. Like, you were teleporting, you were, catching Hawkeye's what's it called? Arrows, like it was nothing. Like, you get busy. But now all of a sudden it's like you can't like bring out your own daggers. What the fuck is that? I'm about to lose Yoshi. Unless I missed something, and then you guys could check me. But it's just like I feel like Loki is like dumbed down. Oh god, I'm just out here losing everything. Oh my god, I'm getting hit by everything, losing everything. I'm dead. Let's go. Nope. Give me that. Give me that. Let me get that dragon coin, Yoshi coin, whatever. Nope. Whatever. All right, cool. But yeah, what we see. Yeah, it was just Easter egg heavy the last episode. I saw the Kree ship. I saw Thanos' helicopter. I saw the Stark Towers or Avengers Towers. But I think there was like a different name on it. I couldn't read it. But yeah, I don't know. I wasn't really feeling it. But you guys let me know. Let me know if I'm bugging. The What If series looks fire. I'm 1000% watching that. I mean, what else am I like checking out or watching? I watched that Fear Street on Netflix, 1994. That shit was actually pretty solid. I do like horror movies and stuff like that. I mean, I pretty much like everything. So as you guys can see, like, my main thing is just like superhero comic book characters and manga anime characters. Love all that shit. But I also like cartoons. I love all the DC animated. So where DC lacks in their like regular movies, because I think that most of their movies are trash, especially the ones now. That Snyder Cut was pretty solid, but their animated movies, like Marvel animated movies can't touch what DC does with their movies. Their movies are just fire. I don't know why I went down there. I need a Yoshi. Hit that. Yeah, their animated movies are fire, but they're just regular movies. It's like, I feel like they just try to catch up to Marvel without having like a specific plan or a specific blueprint, which is definitely hurting them, even though like we're still paying to see these movies anyway. And I keep doing this. I should have got a Yoshi or whatever. Can I back out? Right. Oh my god, I'm so ass. Get out. Um, yeah, what else am I watching? I don't know. I'll just make frequent and small videos like this. I'm gonna try not to edit them too much. Editing videos takes up a lot of time. A lot of time that I am barely like scraping, because I have a full time like most of you do, and then I also have a wife and kids, and it's just like I have to wait until like what time is it right now? It's like 12 a.m. to do any sort of work. And I kind of do it between like depends on the day, but you know wherever I'm at. I do it between like 10 and 9 and 11. But it's a Friday today, so I'm up a little later. These maps where you gotta like wait for the stage to catch up. Yeah, this is like my favorite childhood game. Um, this is like the only game that my mom would play. It's the one game that I like beat so many times, even though that it's difficult in the aspect of games today, but it's nowhere near difficult as like other games that were out during this time. Like one of the hardest games that I ever played was Acro, the Acrobat. It's like this little bat and you're in a circus, and I don't know, you're just like, it's like a trippy ass game. Like it's a game that is like, why does this exist? But it is one of the hardest games ever, like ever. Like beating it on like the Super Nintendo. I think that game was for Sega. Beating that on the actual console is like you're never doing it. And then if you download an emulator so you can go, you know, back and forth like during the game if you fuck up, like yeah, but it's still hard. Like you still have to pass certain areas of it. But yeah, I love these games. I think these games develop exceptional motor skills. So my kids are definitely gonna be like tested on all these games. But yeah, you guys gotta let me know what's like the next movie that you guys are excited about as far as Marvel, since that was the main topic today. I'm definitely excited for Doctor Strange. Really like Doctor Strange movie. Spider-Man also I'm excited for, only because I'm like I like want to see what the hell they're doing again. When it comes to rumors that people or these blog sites or whatever put out about, you know, superhero movies, they get super crazy. And majority of the time it's not real until like if you see a blog site post up like not spoilers, because technically this is what I'm talking about is before, like maybe a couple of days before the movies come out. Then sometimes those, you know, what's it called? Speculations, you know, have a little bit more truth. But you know, we're so far ahead of getting that movie, and they're like, oh man, 12 Peter Parkers are gonna be in there and all this and that. So I'm just like, yo, I just want to see what the hell is gonna happen. What else? Guardians, definitely hyped for that. Thor, that I mean, just give me everything, man. I want to watch everything. I don't know if they're gonna do like the whole Disney Plus for a lot of these, but I definitely enjoyed watching Black Widow on my couch. Definitely like that. All right, cool. So I'm gonna just pretty much cut it here because I am tired as fuck. But yeah, it was dope chatting up with you guys. Let me know again in the comments, you know, what you guys are hyped about. Let me know if my take on Loki is super trash, and if you guys can explain some shit to me, let me know. Other than that, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube. Follow me on Instagram. I'm even on TikTok too. But it's all the same shit. But yeah, subscribe, like, and yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.